Hello, welcome back. I'm Helen from Justsayingmum, for anyone who hasn't watched any of my vlogs before. And today I'm here with my daughter Georgia.
Hi.
Hi. I've opened up my vlogs to people, I know I've mentioned this before, to come back to me with things they'd like discussed about raising teens. And one of the issues that someone raised was about bullying. Now this is a horrible issue, a very real issue, and it is one I want to discuss with Sarah and Jane, the teen specialists who specialise in teen behaviour and have lots of experience with these issues. But I thought it would be quite interesting to ask Georgia, as a teenager herself and who really sadly has been through some bullying, what her advice perhaps would be to other teenagers going through the same kind of situations. So we haven't really talked about it yet. We just thought we'd give it a little bit of a live chat feel, as everyone knows I like my vlogs to be. But I just, firstly, Georgia, thank you.
You're very welcome.
She did agree to talk about this, and she didn't mind at all. She said if it would help others, then she doesn't mind. So, firstly, I suppose, what would you like to say to girls, boys that are going through bullying or are worried about bullying?
I'd say definitely my best bit of advice I can give is, I know it sounds really cliche, but always be yourself. Like, if they don't like that, then they're not the right friends for you. They're not the right people.
All right.
So, you know, there's always going to be someone out there who likes you and adores you, whether it's a big group of friends, whether it's just one person. I mean, my motto is always, I'd much rather have 3 real friends than 20 fake friends.
Okay.
And I think that's really important. And also another thing I learned, I think bullies, the reason why they bully you is because they're secretly insecure. It's their problem, not yours.
I know.
And it's their coping mechanism. So
what, to be unkind to others?
To be unkind to others.
Okay.
It's how they get it out.
All right.
And I think your coping mechanism would have to be to just pretend like you don't care. I know it's horrible, and I've been there.
I know.
It's the hardest thing to do. It really is, to just keep your head high.
Okay.
And pretend like you don't care. But that's what hurts them the most, and
it's
eventually
actually act like you don't care. You're not bothered by them bullying you.
And
okay,
they, you know, slowly die away. Not literally,
okay.
You know.
Not literally. There might be hope, but not literally. Okay. You did talk to me a lot about
That's
the bullying
true.
incident, so I think maybe that would be quite.
Yeah, definitely. Remember, you always have someone to talk to. Whether it's a teacher, a parent. My one was definitely my mum. She was a goddess throughout it. And she helped me throughout everything. I would cry to her, I would laugh with her. You know, she made me feel better. So whether that's a teacher, a parent, a cousin, older sister, talk to someone, it definitely helps to get the feelings out.
Okay, and what about school? If someone is being bullied at school, to make that issue, do you prefer the fact that school knew that was happening at the time? Or
I did.
Okay.
I did, but they weren't a great help with it, not going to lie. So don't always trust school.
I think they're getting better at it. I think there's much more in the press about it, much more in the media about it, about supporting.
I'd say definitely the first thing to do is talk to a close person to you instead of going straight to the headmaster, if that makes sense. Okay. But that is a sensible thing to do because the issue does get raised. Yes. And you can do it anonymously. Yeah, that's true. You can always send anonymous I don't know how it works, but
fair enough, good point.
You could always do it like that if you feel uncomfortable.
If someone felt uncomfortable about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, what would you say, what would your message be? Because we're trying to keep these vlogs shorter than I'm currently guilty of doing. What do you think would be a good message to a bully? So if you were talking to a bully, not someone who was bullying you, but someone that you knew was a bully, what would your advice be to them?
See, first of all, I'd get really defensive and I'd probably shout at them, but then the right thing to do, which I would do, is, you know, just talk to them sensibly, because be the bigger person. Okay. You know, you be the mature one, because it makes you look better.
They evidently aren't being mature.
Exactly, they're the immature ones, so just be mature with them and say to them, you know, if you do have problems, why don't you go and talk to someone about it instead of taking it out on someone else and making them feel bad?
Yeah, that's true, because they might have their own problems, which is why they're bringing it out their insecurities on other people. Right, okay, Georgia, that was lovely. I think that was really lovely advice for lots of lovelies there. That was wonderful advice for anyone who perhaps is going through bullying, but also perhaps good advice for maybe someone who is prone to being a bully. I don't know, because we're not all perfect.
No.
So perhaps that was a lovely message, one to the bully, but also to those being bullied.
Yeah.
And also, if anyone else, any of your children have any issues, they'd quite like Georgia to kind of give her kind of thoughts on being a teenage girl and perhaps having been through it. I don't think you'd mind at all, would you?
Of course not.
Oh, well, thank you, darling. And thank you for listening. And I hope it's been of some help. Thank you. Bye.